Welcome. Happy Wednesday, everyone. If you guys come in, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I thought I would jump on today and redo this arrangement. So I'm trying to go live on Wednesdays around 2. It won't be every week, but I'm going to try to keep that schedule. And if for some reason I can't make it, I'll make a post for you guys and just let you know what's going on. But I had this arrangement. It was like a magnolia arrangement in this metal tray. And I've had it in my house for a while. And so it needs a revamp. So I just pulled out the supplies that were in it. And then I brought in a couple new things to add to the arrangement. So I thought we could work on this together. Okay, YouTube, you have no picture. Okay, hang on. Facebook, give me one more second. YouTube, I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going on. I don't know why it's being difficult today. I can see it when I try to go live and then the picture goes away. So let's try this one more time. If it doesn't work, then I will have to just record and upload it to YouTube. Okay, let's see if that works. It did not. Okay, YouTube, I am so sorry, but it is not picking up a picture for whatever reason. I do not know why. So I will go ahead and just upload this video to you guys as soon as this live's over. I do apologize. I'll have to figure out what's going on with my tablet, why it's not showing a picture. Okay, so I'm going to hang up on YouTube real quick. All right, sorry y'all. Gotta love technology, right? It never wants to work right when you want it to. Hello, Rosie. Hello, guys. Come on in. Sorry about all that. I was trying to get it up so I could live stream on YouTube and on Facebook, but it was giving me fits. So we'll just focus over here on Facebook, and then I'll just upload it to YouTube when we're done. So anyway, I had this tray arrangement that had magnolias. I pulled them apart, and we're going to use some of the same stuff I had in it, but I'm also going to bring in some new things. So I thought I would just add some fun little succulents to this. So we're just going to give this a little revamp. I thought I would hop on with you guys while we did that. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to get my magnolias added first. So these were in the original arrangement. These are just some pretty magnolias. We have magnolias in the shop. I don't remember if it's these exact same ones, but very, very similar. Similar enough that I can't really hardly tell them apart. Let's just say that. And get that one down in there really good. So this has gaps and cracks in it. So it's a little tougher sometimes to get those stems down in that gaps and cracks. But it works for good filler if you don't want to use foam. Before I get too far in my design, we did just get a shipment in. I mean, about 15 minutes ago. So I was able to just pull a couple things. I didn't get everything. So check our new arrival section. Probably I might be able to get everything listed today. If not tonight, it'll be in the morning. I'm going to try to get as much as I can listed. And so I brought a couple of the items in that we could go over. A few of them I may actually use in this, because as I was grabbing them, I was like, oh, that'll go in my arrangement. So this one just came in. It is now I don't know if I'm saying this right. Philo, I don't know. Greenery bush. Isn't that gorgeous? So you got the long drapey stems, and then you got some shorter ones. So I think we're going to use some of this in this arrangement. We also have This one came in a smaller bush, so it's not the hanging one, but it has the nice leaves. So we might use some of this too. We'll see. We'll see which one I use. But aren't those pretty? And then we got these beautiful sunflowers. Look at those. Aren't those gorgeous? I'm not a big sunflower person, I'll be honest with you, but these are pretty. These are pretty, y'all. I may have to make something with these next week when we go live. Now, if you do buy this stem, it is long, very, very long, and I do not have a box this long to ship it in. So the stem is going to get bent slightly, but they're bendable. They bend right back. So if you did want to use them in a tall vase, you still could. But us wreath makers and arrangement, we're going to probably cut them up. But those are gorgeous. So pretty. What else? We got this one. So this is kind of like the cottonwood ivy that we had in the light green. Now it sold out and I wasn't able to restock it. They didn't have any more. So I'll just have to wait and order it next year for import. But this is very similar. This is just another hanging ivy. I think the branches are longer than the cottonwood. But they're so pretty. They're very, very realistic. I love them. So we got this one in. And we did restock our cottonwood in the frost. So the frost is back in stock. I actually just updated that before I came live. So it is ready to go. And then we also got it, I don't have one here because they're still unboxing out there. But we got it in just a regular green too, not the frost. So I can't wait to see that one. What else did we get? We got some more blueberries, little blueberry sprays, and then just a little rustic filler bush. So that's all I was able to grab before I went live because it just came in. So those are just a little sneak peek at a few little goodies. Let's see if I want to add this one here or if I want to get my magnolias. Let me get my magnolia in first, my other one. So I had 2 magnolias in the original arrangement. I'm just going to leave it with these 2. I'm not going to go get another one. I'm going to have to use my scissors to poke into that bottom. So what is everybody up to today? If you guys are watching, leave me a comment and let me make sure I can see comments because I'm not seeing any. And I know sometimes with Facebook, you can't see the comments. So I can just see people are watching, but I can't see comments. So if someone is watching, could you just say, like, give me a hi or something just so I can see if I see the comments? Because right now I'm not seeing anything and I don't want to miss y'all. And if it is where I can't see them, I'll go back after the live and answer any questions or say hello afterwards because I'm not seeing any comments right now. Okay, so this one, let's see. This one has a fun little bud in it. So I think want it to kind of come there in the center. Kind of like that. It's a little off center, but it's coming like it's kind of growing that way. So we're going to put the... Hi, Patricia. Okay, yay, I can see comments. And hey, how are you? Thank you for joining me live on here. I'm so glad they're working because half the time when I'm on here, I can't ever see the comments. And I don't know what it is. How are you, Patricia? Do you guys have anything planned for... Hi, Tina. How are you? Thank you guys for hopping on. You guys have any plans? Hi, is it Karen or Karen? I don't want to say your name wrong. You guys have any plans for Mother's Day? Anything exciting? We don't really. Trying to see. I've got another big leaf here. So I'm thinking, ooh, I may lay it in the back like this. We don't really have any like big plans. You know, mom's here. She's still living in the shop until her house is done. So we'll probably just go to lunch. Go to lunch after church. You know, maybe play some games. Karen, normal pronunciation, Karen? Okay. Didn't want to say your name wrong. All right. So I got that one there in the back. This one kind of has a little bit of a bent leaf. But I think by the time we get everything else in there, it's probably for me yanking on it. If y'all missed when I first joined, I took apart. This was an arrangement I had in my home, and I took it apart. And I'm trying to utilize some of the stuff that was still in it while also bringing in some new stuff. So I brought some succulents too. That'll be fun. Let's add some greenery though before I get going crazy with those. So that's what we have so far. Okay, I'm going to add, I love adding these ivies. They add so much drama to the arrangement and they look so pretty. So we're going to get some of these added here. I always say that's the only kind of drama I want in my life is the kind that my greenery, my flowers make. I may have to put it on a pick. This foam is hard. This foam has been sitting in there for a couple of years now. All right, this one's giving me fits. Ooh, I like that placement too. All right, I'm gonna get it on a pick. I'm gonna cut it down just a little bit and get it on a pick. Your order comes tomorrow? Oh, yay. I hope you like everything. If you have any problems, just let me know. Mama tries to check it really carefully, but, you know, things happen. So just hit me up if there's any issues. Hi, Amy. How are you? Tina, you're making your mother an arrangement with some that you purchased. Awesome. You'll have to post the picture so I can see it. I would love to see. I'd love to see what y'all create. All right. It's fun to see somebody else's take on, you know, what they can do with some of this stuff. Like, I can only make so many. I'm going to cut up a few more pieces of this. Amy, I was just telling them that we just restocked the cottonwood. I don't have any more of the light green, but they were out. But they've got we've restocked more of the frost and then just a regular green. I can't wait to see what the regular green looks like in person. I'm going to put that one right there. Hit it with some glue. So we're creating some drama with those greeneries, those little ivies. I think I'm going to put one kind of trailing over here. You're good, recovering from going to market. Oh no, Amy, you injured your ankle? How'd you do that? That's not fun. I've never been to the Atlantic market, so I hope it was good. I'll have to watch your unboxing. And you know, believe it or not, Amy, I have been to the Dallas market several times. And I always just go and, you know, I'm ordering all the stuff for the shop. I've never been to the cash and carry. Never. Can you believe that? I need to go. I always see people get some really cool stuff from there. You spoke to the rep at Select Artificials and they have Norfolk. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Yeah, we've got lots of that coming provided the tariff situation. We've got a lot of not coming this winter. Oh no. And then you had to go to market with your hurt ankle oh, if it's anything like the Dallas market, your feet are exhausted by the end of the day because it's huge. I couldn't even imagine walking around with a hurt ankle on it. I always have to put on I can't even look cute when I go to market because I gotta wear my, my Dr. Scholl's shoes just so my feet don't hurt. I was telling my husband the other day, I was like, when you're getting old, or older, I should say, when you have to make sure that your shoes are like Dr. Scholl's, or they have the extra padding, or you got to buy the foot inserts. Can't even dress cute anymore. All right, so I think I got a lot of drama going on with that. Let's maybe add, because I like to add a couple different types of greenery into my arrangement. I have some scraps. Just going to move those out of the way. Ooh, I have this little twiggy came from the original arrangement. We may get it added back in there. Why not? Why not? Just giving it some little curly cues. I'm going to add it maybe kind of there in the center. All right. So nobody's got really any plans for Mother's Day? Oh no, Amy. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you got some amazing things. At least maybe that makes it worth it, right? Worth the pain. No pain, no gain, as they say. No pain, no gain. I don't know if I could have done it though. All right, I'm making a couple pieces of this philo greenery. I'm not exactly sure how you call it, what you call it, but this is one of the new ones that just come in. And it's got a nice, it looks really nice too. Now, I always like to give my greenery a bend. So we're going to get a few pieces of this in here. And then we're probably going to add a couple more florals. Totally worth it. Good, good. I'm excited to see what you got. We actually go to Dallas Market next month. Cannot believe it's already that time. Seems like it was just January when I was there doing the Christmas stuff. Now it's already time to go and do next spring stuff. I think we go down on I think it starts the 18th. I think we're going down on the 19th, so it'll be here before we know it. This year has flown by, y'all. Flown by. Hello, everyone coming in. Say hello. I'm just redoing an arrangement today. It's going to be just like an everyday arrangement. Very earthy. Could be farmhousey. So, got lots of drama. Oh, your order just came. Yay. I hope you like it. I hope everything's there. Let me know. Okay. I think I'm going to add, I have this big succulent that I pulled out of something. I have no idea. So I think I want to get it added too. We're going to add it in the front. I have to use the scissors to get and create a hole. See if you can get in there. So I do have, like I said, we just got a shipment. We got a couple restock and some new stuff. I'll be getting that on the website. And then I do have a few restock items coming from Select Artificials. They're on the way. So I hope to get them in the next couple days. And that's probably going to be about it on the spring, summer stuff. If I have to do a restock of something, maybe, but that's probably going to be it on spring and summer goodies coming in. because we're going to hopefully start getting Christmas and fall, provided, you know, they can ship everything. We'll be getting it starting probably in July. Thank you, Amy. Okay, so I pulled these out, not this arrangement. I pulled these out of another arrangement. They're these little green peonies. And I thought we could add a few of these in here. Kind of goes with our, I mean, it's more of a limey green, but it kind of ties in the color palette that we've got going on. So I figured, why not? So I'm going to get a couple of these added. I have got 4. I've been going through, y'all, this week. You probably can't even see. No, I've got boxes back here, but I've been going through old arrangements and wreaths that haven't sold, and either pulling out what I could salvage and chunking the rest, or trying to redo them and sort of revamp the listing. So that's what I've been doing this week. So that's why I've got a bunch of these little scrap pieces, because I'm pulling things out. Okay, I have 3 and a bud is what I have. So I've kind of got 2 here. Let's maybe put one on this side. I'm almost thinking more in the middle. Let me get my little stem up in. Let me see where I want it. Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, and then we'll put our bud down low. Put our bud down low. All right, let's put our bud down in the front now. It has this little wonky leaf. Let's see if I have any of my little so if you guys ever use these little dots, they're instant grip, powerful bond, no mess, little sticky dots. And they work good if you have like little rogue limbs on your florals and you want them to, you just put it on there and then peel the little backing off. And normally it goes like super smooth, but because I'm on camera, it's going to be difficult. There we go. Just pull the little backing off, and then you can just stick your little leaf to it. And they're clear. When you pull the little backing off, they're clear. So that way you can fix your little stems and leaves and get them where you want them. So that, let's do this one here. Is my button fern sage green or bright green? It actually just sold out. Y'all, I just restocked that. About 2 more cases of it. I just restocked it about maybe 2 weeks ago. Maybe. If it's already gone. People were buying that by the 20s and 30s. It's crazy how popular that stuff is this year. I think it was more of a, to answer your question though, it was more of a sagey green. It wasn't a bright green. But it's already sold out again. I've restocked that twice already. I don't even think they have any more, but I'll have to check. All right, so we've got our little peonies in there. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. All right, so we've got those in there. What else I want to add? I brought in these little snowballs. Give us a little bit more pops of white in here to go with our magnolias. Do y'all like magnolias? Do you decorate with magnolias? I know it's hit or miss. Some people really, they don't like them. It's too farmhousey or something for them, and then other people love them. I love them. My whole house is very neutral, earthy, this color palette. So I love the magnolias. I'm gonna have to do a home tour once we get everything kind of finished in the house. We're moved in, but we still have like the punch list items They're still working on some things, so eventually I'll be able to give you guys a little tour. All right, I'm gonna add a couple of these little snowballs. Hobby Lobby has the sage green, but oh, you wanted the lighter green. Yeah, I don't have the light. I didn't have the lighter green. Next year, now watch y'all. Y'all watch. So I'm gonna go to market here. I'm gonna place my order for next spring. I'm gonna order a ton of button fern. And then next year it's not gonna be popular and I'm gonna be sitting on it. That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. It's funny how you can never really predict the trends. What's popular one year, y'all, speaking of that, what's popular one year is not the next year. Speaking of that, back in, I think it was 2020. I bought these buffalo check sitting gnomes for Christmas, because back then gnomes were all the rage. All the rage. You love magnolias? I want some real ones in my front yard, Amy. I'm jealous. I don't know if they would grow here. Don't know. In Oklahoma, we've got such hard, rocky soil. I don't know. I need to do some research, but I'd love to have them. That's awesome. Anyway, back to the gnome story. You know, gnomes were all the rage back around that time. So I bought these black and white check gnomes, and I bought a lot of them. I mean, I don't know how many. 200 of them, something. I don't know. Like 2 cases. I don't remember how many was in a case. Y'all, we're still sitting on those gnomes. I've tried, they're on clearance right now. They're on closeout. I've tried buy one, get one free. I've tried 50% off. Nobody wants these daggum gnomes. If y'all want a gnome, hit me up. I'll make you a good deal. I'll make you a good deal on some gnomes. But anyway, so saying that, watch, next year, they'll come back and then I'll be ready to go. I'll have all the gnomes. I'll be ready. Okay. Make sure that one's in there good. Maybe. All right. I've got one more little snowball. So let me see where I want it. I don't want to block our succulent there. We kind of need some love. Maybe right over in here underneath that magnolia. Let's do that. You never care for gnomes? You know, me personally, me neither. I only bought them because it was what was trendy, and I wanted to be able to offer some in the shop. But I've never been a big gnome fan either. There's some cute ones out there, but just not really personally for me. All right, so I added that one in there. So we're coming together pretty good. Before we fill in with any other greenery, I brought in a couple more succulents. This one, I pulled out of something. It had a broke stem. So I made my own little pick just by using, I just took another little, you know, little nub. You know, we all got our little stash of nubs. And I just glued it in there. Home Goods has a bunch of gnome stuff this year in the garden section. Oh, maybe it's coming back. Maybe this is the year I can get rid of the 2020 gnomes. That would be awesome. We make a joke out here in the warehouse. Every time we sell a gnome, it's like, you know, pom-poms. Yay, we sold a gnome. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple succulents in here. Add one in the back. I added this one. It had such a small little nub. I just put a little wooden pick on it and wrapped it in some floral tape. Let's get it added in the back. I can get it down in there. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right. Let's go on this side, maybe with this fun one. I'm really interested to see what's going to really sell well this Christmas season. At market, it was kind of like, I don't know, There was a lot of different things. There was a lot more of the rustic, like the woodlands. So lots of deer, in like the white, the natural, lots of owls. You know, a lot of the woodland stuff was very popular at market. And then of course candy, the Candyland, that was still pretty popular. Trying to think what else. They had some of the bright colors for Christmas, which to me is not personally my thing, but they had some really pretty trees with like the really bright. Nope, I don't like that one there. It's kind of hiding my other succulent. Like the really bright colors, like bright purples, bright pinks, like almost disco-y. Those were in. Saw a lot of those. Okay, let me see where I want to put this one. Maybe right next to this other one over here. And of course, traditional, but. Hi, Gloria. Gloria's Wood Blossoms. I'm assuming your name's Gloria. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in and watching. You are buying at the cash and carry snowy magnolias too. Yes, I do have snowy magnolias coming because I made several arrangements with those last year that sold really well. So those, I think I got some like red velvet ones. I'm just so excited for this stuff. Can you believe we're already talking about Christmas? But I'm so excited for that stuff to start coming in. I think I'm going to tuck this one last little succulent over here. All right. So we are looking pretty good. I like it. We're getting pretty full too. I don't know if I can add a whole lot more, but let's see. See if I need any other little greenery bits coming out. I think I want one right there. It's like we hadn't even got into summer and we're talking about Christmas already. All right. So I just put that little greenery bit right there. I think I need one on this side. Okay, let's see. Get this one a little bit more bent. I almost think we need a little drapey piece, maybe in the front, kind of tie it all together. That's what we have so far. Not too bad. Let's see. This piece is going to be too long, but we can always trim it down. I'm going to come sort of in the center, I think, with this one. We'll pull it out if that didn't look good. Okay. I want it to turn a little bit more this way. The nice thing about these cottonwoods is, or any of these ivies really, is you can really manipulate them. They've got good little stems on them. You can pretty much make them go however you want them. Hard bend there. There. It's like it's growing out. Growing out there. Now I got one little piece. Now I got two pieces. I don't want to hang on to any more scraps. So I got enough scraps as it is over here. So let's see if we can get some added. Y'all know me is more and more. I don't know when to stop. But that one just kind of tucked in that, filled in that little hole pretty nicely here in the back. So that worked pretty good. And let me see if I can get this one last little piece added. I always like to look up underneath my bottom because if it's sitting like, depending on where it's sitting, someone might be able to like see the bottom of your arrangement. So I like to make sure that the bottom looks good too. Because depending on where they have it sitting. All right. So I just tucked that little piece up underneath that magnolia. And I think we're pretty good, y'all. I don't think I can fit much more in there. It is full. All right. What do y'all think? Pretty simple. A little revamp on this one. Anybody have any questions before I hop off of here? Like I said in the beginning, I will be getting lists and new stuff listed on the website. It'll be in the new arrival section. And so just check back probably later today or tomorrow, and everything should be listed. And then we've got a few more things coming from Select Artificials. Most of those are restock items. So they'll be in the next couple days. So thank you, Amy. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to hop off of here so I can go out in the warehouse, get the rest of the new stuff so I can get it listed on the website. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and have a wonderful Mother's Day. And I will try to see you guys back here next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central. Bye, y'all.